Hello and welcome to second grade at Largo-Tibet. As you probably learned, you will be in Mrs. Boyd's class this year. Come along with me as we learn what these new digital days of learning are all about. This is Mrs. Boyd. She's 30, has 2 degrees, and speaks French. She loves Starbucks coffee, sour candy, and Diet Coke. Just ask her previous students. Mrs. Boyd was Miss Bathe last school year, but she was recently married this past May. She has a 9-year-old black cat named Jables and a 7-year-old blonde Yorkie named Remy. She also has a 3-year-old son named Avery who loves to play soccer and a sweet baby girl named Vera growing in her belly. She is due October 3rd. So you may have some questions for Mrs. Boyd. Here are the top 3 questions teachers answer at the beginning of the year. Where did you graduate and with what degrees? I graduated from Georgia Southern University in 2012 with a Bachelor of Modern Arts in French Language and a minor in Visual Arts. In 2015, I graduated from Armstrong State University with a Master's in Early Childhood Education. This May, I just earned my certification in Gifted Education. How long have you been teaching? This will be my 6th year of teaching. I've taught second grade all 6 years, and this will be my 4th year teaching at Largo-Tibet. What do you like to do in your spare time? I like to pick up new hobbies all the time. Currently, I play with random art supplies I get in the mail. I'm learning hand lettering or modern calligraphy, and I dabble in digital art and painting. Of course, I also enjoy spending quality time with my son, husband, and fur babies. Here you can see pictures of Miss Bathe with her family, with her son, her cat, and her dog. You can see her digital artwork, her artwork done in marker. She even sewed masks this summer. Here's a quick note.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Boyd. I just wanted to introduce myself in person so you could see my face and hear my voice. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you and your parents and everybody this year. Hopefully, we have the opportunity to go back to the classroom in January, but for now, we'll be seeing each other every day virtually. This is the face you'll see every day. I really look forward to getting to know you, and I really hope you look forward to getting to know me. As you move along in this presentation, you'll find out some more things about me and some more things about this school year. If you have any questions, check the last slide and get in touch with me, and I'll answer anything you need.
If you were a Largo leader last year, then I bet you're extremely familiar with the Leader in Me and our 7 habits. We're still a Leader in Me school and will continue to set goals and rock habits virtually. Be proactive and watch this video to learn more if you have any questions.
This is me, and this is my teacher, Miss C. She's so great. She teaches me a lot of good stuff. She taught me that everything I do starts with me. I'm in charge. She taught me to have a plan and make sure I do all my work before I play. I also learned how to play well with others. I try to remember that everyone can win. And I listen before I talk. That makes working together a lot more fun. I know that balance feels best, so I remember to take care of myself. Miss C taught me lots of things, but the best one ever is that I can be great.
What if every child had the same opportunity? The opportunity to develop the essential life skills and characteristics students need to thrive in the 21st century. The Leader in Me process provides the teacher experience and classroom implementation tools to put your school on the path to greatness. As you integrate timeless principles into your school's core curriculum and language, you will build student self-confidence, reduce discipline referrals, and increase academic achievement. Find out more at theleaderinme.org.
Great happens here.
It seems like everyone has a cell phone and a social media account these days. If that sounds like you, scan this QR code and follow Largo-Tibet to enter in the chance to win a home library set and get all the latest up-to-date school-wide information. Also, don't forget parents, each year a new lunch application is required for each student. You can find the link to the online application in the description below this video. Last, but definitely not least, don't forget to utilize one of Largo's most prized staff, Miss Lily Russ, our family engagement facilitator. She can help with many things, from questions about lunch applications to at-home resources for your students to use while learning away from the building. She's a one-of-a-kind school mastermind. Hit her up. Okay, so on to the meat and potatoes of why you're really here. How are we going to do these digital learning days, you ask? Well, first, let's discuss the methods of communication. Mrs. Boyd will be utilizing these 3 forms of communication for the whole year, so please familiarize yourself with them. First, we will be using Zoom to hold all of our live face-to-face meetings. Zoom is a wonderful tool that allows students and teachers to interact in real time with each other during lessons. Questions can be asked and answered, and it gives students a chance to get to know their classmates this year. Since we will all be at home, we will practice muting and unmuting ourselves and also raising a virtual hand. The same link will be posted for all meetings so that you don't have to go searching for every class. Second, Class Dojo will be used for parent communication and behavior. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Class Dojo. Mrs. Boyd has used it for 6 years and loves all the wonderful things Dojo offers. So far, all but 5 students have their parents signed up. How awesome is that? If you haven't gotten into your Dojo account yet, download the app and use the link in the description below to connect to your student. If you're not on Dojo, you're missing out. Mrs. Boyd does all her communication through Dojo, so make sure to jump on it. Also, students will earn rewards for the points they earn. And guess what? Mrs. Boyd is looking to update her rewards to the coolest digital rewards in 2nd grade. Check the description for the link to fill out the Google form, letting her know what awesome rewards you would like to earn during our digital learning days. Third, It's Learning is the new awesome learning platform that we'll be using this year for our digital learning days. You may be accustomed to Google Classroom. Mrs. Boyd was too, but guess what? After having a training session or 2 on the platform, she says It's Learning is going to be amazing. Students and parents will have logins, students will log in daily, and parents will have the ability to check their students' progress in their classes. More information on using It's Learning is forthcoming, and Mrs. Boyd will update you when she gets more detailed information. By now, I'm sure you know that we will begin the school year in our own homes on computers. That being said, what will our schedule look like this year? Let's take a look. Here you will see the very tentative schedule for this school year. This schedule is subject to change before school starts, but Mrs. Boyd wanted you to at least see that subjects will rotate on specific days. Remember, we are in school, so attendance is mandatory. Attendance includes logging into It's Learning, completing assignments, and joining live meetings. If you happen to miss a live meeting, the session will be recorded and students can log in to watch the video at a later time. It may look like students will be on the computer all day, but in reality, our expectations are live learning in 20 to 30-minute increments, and students can expect about 2 hours of screen time with the teacher a day and about 5 hours of work time per day. There are a few things that Ms. Boyd wants to point out about our schedule this year. The flex block is the time students will log in with their small group teacher to receive remediation and or enrichment 2 days per week. Specials have their own scheduled time now. Students will attend specials on a weekly rotating basis through It's Learning. Specials and creative learning time have been specifically scheduled because we believe in promoting the well-being of the whole child. And students can agree, playtime is important. Small groups focus on needs-based learning, and students will meet with the teacher and students who have the same needs in smaller groups. Information on how this will work will be forthcoming. Just like there is a certain etiquette and expectation in the classroom, there is an etiquette for the online classroom. Let's take a look at what Mrs. Boyd's expectations will be for you before and during your Zoom meeting this year. First, we will always start on time. Make sure to find a quiet place, set up your supplies, use the bathroom, and eat before our lessons. Keep your device muted during the lesson using the microphone button, and use the raise your hand button when you want to answer a question. Even though we are not in the school building, classroom rules still apply. Follow directions quickly, listen carefully, make smart choices, and keep your dear teacher happy. Last, keep your camera on at all times. We want to see your smiling face. Try your best and remember, it's okay to make mistakes as long as we are willing to learn from them. I'm sure grading and attendance are big questions for parents, so let's talk about those topics here. How will assignments be graded this year? Assignments will be graded through It's Learning and will also be put into Power School Weekly. More information on how things will be graded and homework is forthcoming. What is the attendance policy with digital learning? We are in school, therefore, daily attendance is required of all students. Attendance is determined by your student logging in, completing work, and participating in live chats, discussions, and meetings. In the instance you cannot make it, live videos will be recorded and can be watched at the end of the day. Do you have questions that didn't get answered? Do you want to meet with Mrs. Boyd one-on-one? Would you like an elaboration on any information you heard today? If so, please contact Mrs. Boyd using one of the following contact sources. You can call or text her Google Voice number during school hours. You may send an email to the designated email address, but your best bet is Class Dojo. Mrs. Boyd is a big advocate and uses Class Dojo for absolutely everything. She responds within minutes and is always checking and posting her dojo account. If you need an answer quick, Class Dojo is your best bet. If you haven't signed up, please do so using the link that's in the video description. A few quick reminders before we go. Check out the links in the description. Fill out your online lunch application. It's a yearly requirement for all students. Fill out the Dojo Reward Google form. This will let Miss Boyd know what rewards you want for your hard-earned dojo points. Last, click the Dojo link to sign up for your student's account if you have not done so already. Mrs. Boyd cannot stress the importance of this enough. We look forward to seeing your sweet, smiling faces this year.